ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अस्माकम् अद्यतनविषयः अस्ति अभ्यासः 24। पृष्ठक्रमाङ्कः okay. So if you are speaking, please mute. If not, unmute. Can you close this door also? Sumanjay ji, please mute unless speaking.
I am there. Actually, your voice is not that much audible.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, it's a problem from my side or something. I don't know.
Okay. I will speak little louder.
This is better. I can now listen.
Okay. So Sundar ji, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay. And background noise is hopefully less.
Pardon?
Background noise is less, right? Less background noise or no background noise. Can you hear me? Okay, I will switch Wi-Fi connections. I will switch Wi-Fi connections. Maybe there is a lag. I'll just switch and come back. Okay, 1 second.
No, this is fine.
Acha, it's okay.
It's fine.
Okay. If there is a problem, let me know and there is another Wi-Fi. You can check. Okay. Abhyasa 24 पृष्ठक्रमाङ्क 48 48 विकल्प both are correct. Ashta is correct, Ashta is also correct. अस्तु केतुजी कृपया पठतु। ख शब्दानि किम् अस्ति?
संख्या, गिनती, कीर्ति, यश।
गिनती, काउंटिंग, कीर्ति, फेम, सत्य। ख
अस होना, प्रथ फैलना, यश आदि का। त्वर शीघ्रता करना, शुभ शुद्ध होना, स्पंद फड़कना हिलना, भ्रंश गिरना, ब्राज चमकना।
अस्तु, धन्यवादः। अस होना टू बी बिकम, प्रथ फैलना यश आदि का टू स्प्रेड, यश इज फेम इज स्प्रेडिंग, कीर्ति ही यश प्रथति इति वत्। त्वर शीघ्रता करना, जैसे सेनापति त्वरति इज rushing me, is expediting something in that sense. Kshubh, kshubbha होना to be upset, spand padakna, hilna to move or flinch or twitch or something. Bhramsh, girna,
What is should?
to be upset. Kshuddh,
Upset.
kshubhati, kshubhate rather, like sevate, atmanepadiya dhatu. It will be kshubh dhatu will be to be upset. Kshubdha hona, to become upset rather, to be or to become upset. Spand dhatu, phadakna, hilna, to move or flinch. Bhramsh, girna, fall. Braj, chamakna, shine. Astu. Sundarji कृपया पठतु। ग शब्दानि, अव्यय शब्दानि।
अद्यत्वे आजकल, अतः इसलिए, शनैः कीले, प्रायः अक्सर, मुहः बार बार।
Muhaha, bar. Muhuhu, I think. One ukara, it has disappeared from the PDF. It is muhuhu. जैसे दोष दृष्टिया मुहुर्मुहुः in Viveka Chudamani it will come muhurmuhu again and again. So this one ukara that is not there bar bar, and kshubh dhatu will be kshobhate because it is divadi gana. Kshobhate kshobete kshobante. Astu adyatve आजकल nowadays आता इसलिए तो शनै ही धीरे slowly प्रायः अक्सर अक्सर exact translation will be often correct often exactly प्रायः अक्सर often and मुहुः बार बार again and again. अस्तु सुमंजय जी घ सुमंजय जी अस्ति वा?
सहस्रम हजार अयुतम 10,000 लक्षम लाख प्रयुतम 10 लाख नियुतम 10 लाख कोटि करोड़ अर्बुदम अरब खरबम 1 खरब नीलम 1 नील पद्मम 1 पद्म शंखम 1 शंख महाशंखम महाशंख.
धन्यवाद. Sahasram Shatam tak we have already seen Shatam in the last session. So if you have to say 140, is it Shatam Chatvarimshat? 100 and then 40. So in this same way, Dvishatam, Trishatam, whatever, Chatvarimshat, 340. All the way until 999. Then Sahasram, 1000. Ayutam, 10,000, 10,000. Laksham, lakh, 100,000 or 1 lakh. Prayutam, 10 lakh, 10 lakhs. Niyutam, Prayutam, Niyutam, both are 10 lakhs. Koti, 1 crore. Then it gets interesting. 10 crore is Dasha Kotihi. Then Arbudam is 100 crore. One more zero. Arbudam. Fir Dasha Arbudam. Another zero. Then Eka Kharvam. Then Dasha Karvam. Another zero. Then Eka Neelam. Then Dasha Neelam. Another zero. Then Eka Padmam. Then Dasha Padmam. Then Eka Shankam. Dasha Shankam. And Mahashankam will mean something so great that you can't count. Mahashankar. Many count Shankas in that sense. Mahashankar. So Hindi Shabdas are given. Arab, Kharab, Neel, Padma, Shankar. They're all the same. Important thing is 110 will be added for tens. They say 10 lakh is Prayutam. Parantu 10 crore is Dasha Kotihi. They say in Viveka Chudamani, that shloka, it comes that Shatakoti Janma Sukritaihi Punyairvina Labhyate. Many hundreds of thousands. Then if you want to say Shatakoti, so hundreds of crores. But here Dasha Kotihi will be 10 crore. Then one more zero if you add Arbudam. One more zero, Dasha Arbudam. One more zero, Karvam. One more zero, Dasha Karvam. One more zero, Neelam. One more zero, Dasha Neelam. One more Padmam. One more Dasha Padmam. One more Shankam. One more Dasha Shankam. Then Mahashankam. Ityat. Astu. Suchna Sankhya Ramavat. Srilinga Shabda asti. Sankhya Rama Ramne Ramaha. Sankhya Sankhe Sankhyaha. Kirti Mativat. Mati Matayaha. Ityat. Prath Bhraj Sevatevat. Prathate Bhrajate. But if it is Divadi Gana, then this Kshubh, for example, will be Kshobhate. It will come in the examples, you will see. As dhatu ke 10 lakar ke roop smaran karo. Astu. Dhatu sankhya saptavimshati. Krishta kramankaha kimasti. 160. धन्यवाद. 160. अस्तु. अच्छा 152. 160. अस धातु दशो लकार. दिस इज परस्मैपदीय धातु. अस धातु. केतुल जी कृपया पठतु. लट् लोट् लङ्.
लट् लकार अस धातु. अस्ति स्तः सन्ति असि स्तः स्त अस्मि स्वः स्म
स्मः
वह स्मः लोट लकार
हाँ।
अस्तु स्ताम संतु एधि स्तम स्त असानी असाव असाम लंग लकार आसित आस्ताम आसन आसिहि आस्तम आस्त आसम आस्व आस्म.
धन्यवादः. अस्ति स्तः सन्ति, आल् दिस् इस् फेर्लि सिम्पल्. लोट् लकारे मध्यमपुरुषे एकवचनम् अस्ति एधि. दिस् इस् लैक् एन् अपवाद as opposed to all the others, little exception. लङ् लकार आसीत् आस्ताम् आस्तन् आसन् etc. we know. अस्तु. सुन्दर्जी कृपया पठतु विधिलिङ् अपि लृट् लकार. च लट् लकार अस्ति वा सुन्दर्जी?
विधिलिङ् स्यात् स्यातां स्युः स्याः स्यातां स्यातं स्यात्
सात
स्यां स्याव स्याम.
सत्यं. स्यात् स्यातां स्युः स्याः स्यातं स्यात् स्यां स्याव स्याम. फिर लृट् लकारे
भविष्यति
हाँ
भविष्यतः
हाँ
भविष्यन्ति भविष्यसि भविष्यतः
सत्यं. भविष्यतः फिर अग्रे
भविष्यतः
हाँ
भविष्यामि भविष्यामः भविष्यामि.
सत्यं. बहु बहु सत्यं, बहु सुन्दरम् अस्ति. भविष्यति भविष्यति भविष्यन्ति. अस्तु. लिट् लकार अपि भवानेव पठतु कृपया सुन्दर्जी. लिट् लकार लिट् लिट् हाँ
बभूवुः
हाँ
बभूवित बभूवतुः बभूव बभूव बभूविव बभूविव.
हाँ. So here Bhabuva, this Bhabuva Shabda comes, right, in some Upanishads, etc. Taitriya, Bridanyaka, Bhabuva, Vedavakya also it comes sometimes, Bhabuva. So, हाँ.
Mundaka also there is there. Brahma Devanam.
हाँ, प्रथमं संबभूव विश्वस्य कर्ता भुवनस्य, correct. So, Bhabuva, that Bhabuva. So that Bhabuva, depending on context, it can take different rupas. It is Prathama Purusha, Ekavachana is also Bhabuva. Madhyama Purusha, Bahuvachana is also Bhabuva. Uttama Purusha, Ekavachana is also Bhabuva. Everything is Bhabuva. So depending on the context, it will differ.
So it is still operating on the verb who means to hold up.
हाँ हाँ. So when you see, for example, that a table was set, that Lakara table. I will share with you, Ketuji. We made one table. I will share with you. Lit Lakara, you see, Paroksh Bhutaka, like Mamara. So Bhabuva, he came. It happened, or it became in that sense. It was in that sense. But Paroksha Bhutkal, not Anadyatana Bhutkal, like Lang Lakara. Maybe Paroksha. Ashirling is not there in Asdhatu. They are not given. They have given Ashirling also. Sorry. Here what they have said is Asdhatu को ऋट आदि 6 लकारों में भू हो जाता है. अतः वहाँ भू के तुल्य रूप चलेंगे. तो भवति भवतः. In that sense भू के Asdhatu को ऋट आदि 6 लकार. What is this ऋट आदि? All this ऋट, lut, Ashirling, drink, lit, lum. All this Asdhatu has become like Bhudhatu. It is not different. Here, these 4 it is different. Lat, lot, lang, vidhiling. But starting from rit, lut, ashirling, ring, lit, lung, it is like Bhudhatu. We have seen already in rit and lit. So, Sundarji Bhavane कृपया पढ़े तो lung, lung अपिच.
Abhuta, abhutam, abhuvan, abhuva, abhutam, abhuta, abhuvam, abhuva, abhuva.
Satyam. Abhu, abu, abhuvam, abhuva, abhuma. So this lakara table in such scenarios, it will be very helpful. Okay. Okay. And one more I'm sending. Got it? Okay, I will send you it. So one more. Lakara table is here. So when you say, for example, we have been seeing lung, drit, ashirling, etc. So when you say lrit is simple, future tense, simple future. But when you say lit we saw was paroksh bhutakal. And what is the next one? Lung. Lung will be samanya bhutkal. Lit, lung and rit, they will go together. Maybe we can switch the order in this table. 4, 5, 6 and 9, they are all bhutkal. 3, 6 and 9 are all bhutkal. Anadyatana bhutkal, paroksh bhutkal, samanya bhutkal. So in samanya bhutkal, lung, this is what Sundarji you have read. So lit, lung and rin, lung. Lung, lit and lung. They are all the bhutakal lakaras. I have a question, open question. Why is it called lakara? Anyone has any idea? Why it is lakara? Why can't it be something else?
You have the laws that
Yes, that is.
we have just guessed it.
That is the correct answer. Correct guess. It is simple answer. Lat, lit, lung, rit, lung, lakara, all starting with la. So it is all called lakara. In that sense, the word has come by, but the ideas, of course, are different. Past, present, future, different tenses. Sumanjay ji, bhavaneva kripya vadatu, lut lakare. So this we see from this page number 144. There is Sankshipta Rupa. For lut, ashiding and rin.
Yeah.
So lut lakare.
Right? Okay. Bhavita, bhavitaraha, bhavitasi, bhavitasthaha, bhavitastha, bhavitasmi, bhavitasvaha, bhavitasmaha.
Satyam. This is all there on page number 145, which means 160 is 181. So 145 will be 160. This page number you see here. Everything is there as it is. Where am I looking? Here. So the bhavita, bhavitaro, bhavitaraha, lut lakara. It is exactly as it is, bhavishyat andidana. Because as dhatu will become bhu dhatu in those 6 lakaras. Astu. Ashirling pathato kripya Sunanjaji.
This is Puya. Puya, Puyatam, Puyastam, Puyasu. Puyaha, Puyastam, Puyasta, Puyasam, Puyasma, Puyasma. So this reminds me of this Gita Dhyana Shloka, Puyat Bharat Pankajat Kalimadam.
Yes, exactly. And there is one more in that Panchadashi, the famous shloka, Manabhuyam hi Bhuyasam, in the first chapter itself. So that same, that is all Ashirling lakara and Ring lakara. Kimasti?
Ring lakara, right? Ring lakara is
Hetu
Abhavishyat, Abhavishyatam, Abhavishyanta, Abhavishyat, Abhavishyat, Abhavishyah, Abhavishyatam, Abhavishyata, Abhavishyam, Abhavishyava, Abhavishyam.
So in this way, all 10 lakaras of as dhatu is, we have seen. Itham dasha lakaraha asdhatavaha samaptam asdhatoho दशलकारः समाप्त लकारः समाप्त अस्तु बैक टू चतुर्विंशति अस्तु नियम 103 शतं त्रीणि प्रथमः केतुल जी कृपया पठतु क
शतम सहस्त्रम अयुतम आदि एक वचन में ही आते हैं। कोटि स्त्रीलिंग है, शेष सब नपुंसक
लिंग है।
लिंग है। जैसे शतम सहस्त्रम वा छात्राः नराः नार्यः गृहाणि। संख्यावाचक शब्द पहले होने पर या विशेष रूप में प्रयुक्त होने पर ये शब्द
द्विवचन या बहुवचन
द्विवचन या बहुवचन में भी आते हैं।
हाँ सत्यं शतं सहस्रम् अयुतं सर्वे एकवचने अस्ति सन्ति। कोटि स्त्रीलिंग है, शेष सब नपुंसकलिंग है। सो शतं सहस्रम अयुतं प्रयुतं नियुतं वट एवर वर्ड्स दे आर गिवन अर्बुदं स्खरवं नीलं सर्वे नपुंसकलिंग सन्ति। जैसे शतं सहस्रम वा छात्राः एंड ऑल विल बी इन एकवचन। शतं छात्राः 100 स्टूडेंट्स नॉट शताः छात्राः शतं छात्राः और शतानि छात्राः नास्ति शतं छात्राः सहस्रं छात्राः प्रयुतं नराः 8 billion human beings so ashta billion 1 million is 10 crore right or 1 million is 10 lakh 10 million is 1 crore
Yeah.
and 1 billion is 10 crore so 10 billion so 80 ashiti in that okay you understand ashitihi koti naraha in that sense only स्त्रीलिंग शब्द अस्ति अस्तु गृहाणि नार्यः सर्वे स्त्रीलिंग सर्वे नपुंसकलिंग एकवचन सन्ति। अस्तु संख्यावाचक शब्द पहले होने पर या विशेष रूप में प्रयुक्त होने पर शब्द द्विवचन और बहुवचन में भी आता है। सो इफ इट इज पहले होने पर और विशेष रूप में अगर कुछ है तो यू कैन हैव द्विवचन बहुवचन बट जनरली इट विल ऑल बी इन एकवचन। सत्य शतं छात्राः इट विल नॉट बी शताः छात्राः शतं छात्राः। अस्तु सुंदर जी कृपया पठतु ख
शतम आदि के रूप एक वचन में गृहवत्
हाँ
कोटि के मति।
तो गृहवत् एकवचन गृहं गृहे गृहाणि गृहं गृहे गृहाणि। सो शतं छात्राः अत्र सन्ति और शतं छात्रां पश्य बोथ आर शतम ओनली बिकॉज एकवचन द्विवचन एकवचनम सॉरी प्रथमा विभक्ति द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनम ऑफ गृहम शब्द इज बोथ गृहम एंड गृहे गृहं गृहे गृहाणि गृहं गृहाणि गृहेण सो शतेन इन दैट सेंस शतेन इन दैट सेंस। अस्तु कोटि के मतिवत् मति मति मतयः इन दैट सेंस कोटि। अस्तु ग सुमंजय जी कृपया पठतु ग
my voice was on mute. 27 27
तो एक विंशति 21
in Bengali we write this as 7 so it came to me that way. So 21 31 41 आदि संख्या शब्द बनाने के लिए ये नियम या स्मरण कर ले। देखो परिशिष्ट संख्या शब्द
जैसे एकविंशति सो ग प्रथमः अस्ति विंशतिः त्रिंशत् आदि के पूर्व 1 2 3 आदि लगाकर क्रमशः ये संख्या बनाई। सो जैसे एकविंशतिः 21 एकत्रिंशत् 31 इन दैट सेंस। परंतु द्वितीय एक शब्द अहम पठामि एक शब्द सब स्थानों पर एक ही रहता है। तो जैसे केवल एकादश में दीर्घ होता है सो एकादश 11 बट 21 एकविंशति 31 एकत्रिंशत् 41 all this is on page number 139 by the way if anybody wants to see in this book every sankhya number is given on 139 so 31 is ekatrimshat 41 ekachatvarimshat 51 ekapанчашат but only 11 is ekadash that dirgha is only for ekadash. This is the second point. Third point द्वि त्रि और अष्टन शब्दों को विंशति आदि से पूर्व क्रमशः द्वा त्रयस अष्टा हो जाता है, केवल अशीति को छोड़कर. If anybody has the solid book, there is a mistake. There is a misprint in that book. They have given. You want pencil?
That's it.
They have given. They have given पूर्व क्रमशः द्वा त्रयस अष्ट हो जाता है. अष्ट नास्ति, अष्टा दीर्घ. द्वि त्रि और अष्टम शब्दों को विंशति आदि से पूर्व क्रमशः द्वा त्रयस अष्टा, नॉट अष्ट. अष्टा दीर्घ होना चाहिए. अष्ट ये है, अष्टा हो जाता है. पीडीएफ में ठीक है, तो अष्टा हो जाता है केवल अशीति को छोड़कर. सो एवरीथिंग एल्स, लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर दे हैव गिवन एग्जाम्पल. बाद में संधि नियम भी लगेंगे. द्वाविंशति नॉट द्विविंशति, द्वाविंशति. द्वा हो जाता है, द्वा त्रयस और अष्टा हो जाता है. त्रयस त्रिंशत् and अष्टादश, not अष्टदश, right? अष्टादश. Here also in Kailas Ashram, अष्टादश we have, not अष्टदश. Like that, 28 will be अष्टाविंशति, 38 will be अष्टात्रिंशत्. But 88, 80, acha, one more. There is one vikalpa. So for example, 48 will be अष्टचत्वारिंशत् or अष्टाचत्वारिंशत्. Both are correct. For only this 48 specific shabdas, these are correct. And 68 also this is correct. Vikalpa is there for 68. Vikalpa is there for 58. Vikalpa is there for 78. I think 78 also is there. So ashta there is a vikalpa in some. But for example, 38 is ashtatrimshat. There is no ashtatrimshat in 38 or in 28. Ashtavimshati, not ashtavimshati. So there are some small changes. All these specific details are given in one sutra. That sutra is not given in this book, but this is sutra number 6347. Dvyashtanaha sankyayam abrahuvihya ashityoho, abahuvihya ashityoho. That is the niyama that is governing this whole rule of, you know, how dvi, tri, ashtam will become dva, treyas, ashta.
What's the number?
6347. 6.3.47. द्व्यष्टनः संख्यायाम् अबहुव्रीहि अशीत्योः.
द्व्यष्टनः संख्यायाम् अबहुव्रीह्यशीत्योः.
6347. This thing is going to say द्वि अष्टन. They have get akara adesha. द्वि अष्टनः संख्यायाम्, but not in bahuvrihi samasa and not in ashitihi. Ashitihi 80. Those are the two apavada exceptions. In bahuvrihi samasa, they are given examples in Ashtadhyaya. In Kashika, for example, Iha Mahabhut. In the end of Kashika, they are given, for example, Iha Mahabhut, Dvishatam, Dvisahasram. All this is bahuvrihi. Ashtashatam, Ashtasahasram. But in Dvayashitihi, Dvyashitihi, it will come. Except in Ashitihi and bahuvrihi samasa. So they have given both bahuvrihi and ashitihi examples in Kashika, and also in Siddhanta Kaumudi. Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi also ashtavimshati. But apavada is there. That apavada is not given in Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. You see, Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi only says at syat, dvaucha dashacha dvadasha, ashtavimshati. But they are not going to give ashtashiti, ashtashiti, dvyashiti. That is all given in Siddhanta Kaumudi and Kashika. So this is a Vishesha Sutra. द्व्यष्टनः संख्यायाम् अबहुव्रीहि अशीत्योः. 2, 3 and 8 ending numbers will get akara adesha, except if it is bahuvrihi samasa or in front of 80 ashit. That is why if you see the number 82, 82 is dvyashitihi, not dvashitihi, dvyashitihi, and 83 is triyashitihi, not trashitihi or trayasthrishitihi, trayashitihi. So for those two examples, apavada is given. Astu. Agre. Any questions here? If not, we will go. सो 22 23 अष्टादश सर्वे सन्ति परंतु 83 83 88 ही होंगे. देयर विल नॉट बी एन एक्स्ट्रा आकार इन दोस नंबर्स. Bahuvrihi samasa they have not given in this book because we have not reached samasa yet. That is why samasa will come at the end of the book in this book. But in Bahuvrihi also this rule will not apply. Chaturtha chatur pancha shad अथवा षड सप्त नव ये ऐसे ही रहते हैं. तो चतुश्चत्वारिंशत् पंचचत्वारिंशत् षट्चत्वारिंशत्. So this shat will become shad based on that sandhi. Whatever sandhi is following, if there is a specific word following, it will become shad instead of shat. So for example, when you see 36, it is shat trimshat. Parantu 46 is also shat trimshat, but there will be a shad. Shad vimshati, right? 26 is shad. The dakara is. So some places dakara will come based on the sandhi, which we have already seen. That same sandhi will come. केवल संधि नियम लगेंगे. षोडश के लिए षोडश, 16 के लिए षोडश. अस्तु. पंचम एकोनत्रिंशति एकोनचत्वारिंशत् में एक के लिए नव लगता है या अगली संख्या के पूर्वक एकोन या ऊन लगाकर रूप बनते हैं. सो यू कैन से नव विंशति 29, or you can say ekona trimshati 29, or nava trimshat you can say for 39, or you can say ekona chatvarimshat. So the 9 ending numbers are astu. Now we come to the main part. Niyama shatam chaturth shatam chatvaraha, you can say 104 divadigana. Okay, so we have already seen Bhadigana. We saw Adadigana, Juhotyadigana. Bhadigana, Adadigana, Juhotyadigana. We saw Bhadigana, Adadigana, Juhotyadigana. So this is the fourth one. Divadigana, Vikarana Pratyaya, Ya. Ya is the Vikarana Pratyaya. जैसे दीर्घ धातु दिव्यति in that sense. Shan. Shan is the Pratyaya. Shan Pratyaya asti. Ya Vikarana Pratyaya asti. So they have given Divadibhyaha Shan. Acha, there is one more Vishesha Sutra for the Shodasha. Prishodadin Yatopadishtam 63109. Because of this sutra, Prishodara Prakarani Shishchai 63109. So both English and Sanskrit both are given. This is a long one. Okay, maybe this is not the right place for this sutra because it is a very long sutra. In Siddhanta Kashika and Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi doesn't even have this sutra. So this sutra basically says Vishodharadin Yathopadishtam, the 16, 26, all these shabdas. Why that 6? You see that last line, the fifth one, fourth and fifth. चतुर पंच षट षड सप्त नव ये ऐसे ही रहते हैं, केवल संधि नियम लगेंगे. 16 के लिए षोडश हैं. So all this is given by this sutra partly. Prishodharadin Dini Yathopadishtam 63109. Yes, all this, you know, that fourth and fifth point, Chatur, Panch, Shad, Shad, Sapta, Nava, ये ऐसे रहते हैं. और 16 के लिए षोडश है, 16 के लिए षोडश है. This rule, I think this rule has been given by this sutra.
This sutra?
63109. But this Kashika is very long, so I have to read it again. Shad Dadati, they have given here. Shad Dadati Dhayati va Shad Dheti. So the Shat and Shad partly is also from this sutra. But I will read this and make it simple because this is a long Kashika and a long Siddhanta Kaumudi and there is no Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi explanation. So we will come back to it. But this, the first sutra is correct. At 6347 for Dvi, 3 and Ashtam, that is the sutra. I will see the 63109 and explain in the next, tomorrow. Okay. Niyama, and here that sutra also they have not given in Rachmanada Kaumudi. So maybe that is why they have not given, because it's confusing. But anyway. Niyama Shatam Chatvarihi Divadigana Divadibhya Shyan. This is a sutra. Divadibhya Shyan is 3.1.69. 3169. This is an important sutra. This is a fundamental, foundational sutra for Divadigana. Divadigana, whatever dhatu is there, it will get this pratyaya called Shyan. Shyan pratyaya. Like how you've been seeing all the different kinds of pratyaya. Divadibhya Shyan pratyaya. So Shyan pratyaya rupa is year. Like how today also in Bridhanyaka one shabda came, right? Sundarji, remember one pratyaya came. Ata inita now pratyaya came. Shabda.
It's like Divyati then, right? Divyati.
Divyati. Satyam. Div dhatu will become Divyati. Year will come. Year kara will come.
And this Dev dhatu is the same as Dev Dyotane from their Devata would come, right?
Same. Like for example, you see here and you see Div. You see? Same thing. See? Of course, Div has 3 rupas, but Divyati in what is it? Divadigana, because they have said Chudadigana is there 2 and this is Divadigana. But this is to glow. This is the Divya. Can you say Divdhotane for this? Yes, you have to say. The shining. Because this is to irritate and rub. This is all Shuradhigana. Divdhatu, Divadigana, Parasmepadiya, Sakarmaka, Set. This is that. They have given Div Krida, Vijigisha, Vyavahara, Dyuti, Stuti, Moda, Mada, Swapna, Kanti, Gatishu. They have given that. Divdhyotane. So all that is the Div total dhatu. This dhatu says Divyati. This will become Divyati. For example, if you see, Lat Lakara, Prathama Purusha, Bahua Ekavachana, Divyati, Divyataha, Divyanti, Divdhatu.
Look, I must say I'm not absorbing very little of this.
Okay.
But even the Div is becoming D and whatever, and it's not clear to me, but I'm not expecting to know too much of this either. It feels too complicated.
No worries. So we have to split this, right? This whole niyama is on Sankhya. That is ended. We don't want, we are not looking at that anymore. So this was, and there were the Vishesha Sutrani, etc. Here in Niyama 104, like how we have seen, for example, there's other, this one, right? We saw Bhadigana, A came, so Bhu became Bhavati. Has Dhatu, A came, so Has became Hasati. But in Adadigana, Adadhatu, it didn't become Adati, it became Atti. There is no Vikarana. Same for Juhotyadigana. But in Juhotyadigana, the Vilakshana was, the Vishesha was, there is Dvitvam. So that's Juhoti, it became, and Viradhatu, Jigrati, that also happened. The Dadhatu, Dadati, Dvitvam happened. Like that, Divadigana's Vikarana Pratyaya is Ya. Shyan has become Ya. Shyan Pratyaya it is called. And that Shyan is translated into Ya. So
for starters, I'm not able to relate Shyan to anything because I don't see the Sh in anything.
It won't come. That is the nature of Pratyayas. Like for example, we saw Lyap Pratyaya last in Prarambhika, in the final Abhyasa, we had seen Lyap, right? Lyap Pratyaya, there is no Lya, Darshana plus Drish Dhatu plus Lyap Pratyaya will become Darshana. It will not become Darshalyap. But that is the name of the Pratyaya is Lyap. Like one of Swamiji's, this keeps coming in our classes, Cha Pratyaya. Cha Pratyaya, Ayane, Yini, Yaha, Phada, Kachagam, Pratyadhinam, that sutra. Cha Pratyaya. That Cha Pratyaya will not give the rupa of Cha, it will give the rupa of Iya. Like Atmiya. That is Cha Pratyaya. So the pratyayas and the vikarana will not be the same. The rupa that the pratyaya gives will be totally different. It is a arc. It will come soon. So in that sense, Shyan has become Ya. Vigadibhyaha, Shyan is the sutra. That Shyan means Ya is added.
So the pratyaya is Shyan.
Correct. Pratyaya is Shyan.
And the vikarna is Ya.
That addition is Ya. Correct. There is another way to explain this. You can just say Vikarana Pratyaya Moola Rupa is Shyan. And the Vikarana Pratyaya itself is Ya.
After lopa it
Ha.
become ya.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. So all the sutras will act on this Shyan Pratyaya to remove the Sha and the In, and only that Ya will remain. So that Ya is added.
Vikarana then the Kartari Sha.
Yes.
So Sha.
We saw that, right?
Yeah, तो शप में से शकार गया,
हाँ.
पकार बचा,
हाँ.
and पकार गया.
Correct.
Last word per also low.
Yes.
Then all remains.
Yes. So for when we saw Vadi Gana Dhatu, Abhyasa 21, we can see that now. That Abhyasa 21, here there was that sutra, Kartari Shap. Kartari Shap, we saw it was an important sutra. Kartari Shap is for Bhadigana. But what is this Shap? Shap. So there is a grammar, in Vyakarana, you have to note super small details sometimes. In Shap, Pakara will go away. And Shakara will go away. What is left? That is added in Has Dhatu. Has plus will become Hasati.
So basically in shap, shakar and pakar just lopa.
Correct.
So they just gone.
Yes.
And the remaining part is akara.
Yes.
So shap is a mool root of vikarana.
Yes.
And then after lopa,
Exactly.
whatever remains, that is the main vikarana which will be used in that root swarupa.
Exactly. Moola Rupa is Shap.
Yeah.
But Sha and Pa will get Lopa. So what is left? That will join the
Same
word.
portion.
Same for Shyan. Shyan Pratyaya. Moola Rupa is Shyan. But Ish and In will go away. So what is left? Ya. That Ya will.
So
So
remaining will.
when they say they go away from the word on which you are applying it? Or
Yes.
what?
Exactly.
So therefore, for this rule to apply, the word should essentially have a shear or for it to go away.
Yes. So for example, when we say Divyati, how Div Dhatu has become Divyati, we will say Div Dhatu plus Shyan Pratyaya. That has become Divyati. We will not say Ya. Div Dhatu plus Ya, you don't say. You say Shyan Pratyaya. And then it will become Divyati.
The Div word does not have the shear or the ga to go away.
No, it doesn't.
So that lopaha does not happen on the word on which you are applying the...
Yes, correct. So there is a preliminary sutra. There are a number of preliminary sutras that are not given in Rachnanwal Comedy. There are a number of sutras that govern this rule that says this Shyan will become Ya. The Shyan will not be in the word. Before the Shyan comes to the word, that Shyan will become Ya. That Shish will get Lopa and that In will get Lopa and only that Ya will remain. So there are a number of sutras like... Yes, you have to. But in Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi and Ashtadhyayi, etc., these are all dealt with in depth in the beginning itself. Lashakva Tadhite, etc. sutras are right in the beginning of both Ashtadhyayi and Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. So that from there, when we understand, okay, this dhatu has become this rupa. That's okay. We're all in the beginning. Welcome. Acha, for Bhavati. हाँ हाँ shap has been given. Correct. So we can do this. Yes. Where is it? In Dhatu. Dhatu. Acha. हाँ right. Correct. Exactly. So Divyati is there on the screen. True, this is a good idea. So you see Divyati, Sundarji, here you have got Div plus Shan plus Ti. This is the word that we have got from Div Dhatu. This Div Krida, Vijigisha, whatever. This Dhatu first became Divu through this sutra, Bhuvadeva Dhata. Then Div plus Lan, it became through Vartamane Lat Sutra. Then Div plus Il, Sheshat Kartari Parasmai Padam. Then Div plus Tip to Triptas, Jisiptas, Tamib Vasmas, Thatam, Jasat, Hatam, Dvahim, Mahim. So that became then Tip. Then the Tip, Shan plus Tip through this sutra, Divadibhyaha Shan. But that Shan will get lopa from this sutra, so only Ya will remain. So it became Divyat. You see, to form one word, all this is true.
See, what I am gaining from this is that we might as well enjoy the bel puri without trying to figure out how the tomato went in and the onion went in. I said, just go and enjoy the bel puri. So I think the end is good for you.
Yes, this is a wise decision at this point. Yes, correct. So for now, the bel puri is Div Dhatu plus Shan Pratyaya became Divyati. That is a bel puri.
Correct.
Correct. Astu. Then दिवादिगण के विशेषता ये है कि धातु और प्रत्यय के बीच में यह लगता है. They have not, you see, they don't go to Shan etc. here. For Shan etc. you need Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. This is too basic for such long sutras and sutra karta, karmas etc. They have just given यह. दिवादिगण की विशेषता ये है कि बीच में यह लगता है. That is it. धातु को गुणन नहीं होता. So they have given बेलपुरी. नियम 105 शतम पंच भो भगो अघो अपूर्वस्य योशी. This we saw at the end of the prarambhika. It wasn't there in any of the abhyasas. It was only given at the end. भो भगो अघो अपूर्वस्य योशी. भो हो भगो हो अघो हो शब्द और अ या आ के बाद रू को ई होता है. बाद में अश स्वर तृतीय चतुर्थ पंचम ह य वर ल. So
somewhere in lecture 2 Abhyasa before, they said Ru was equal to Ru in bracket, they put Visarga or
Ir.
So
Correct.
wherever we see Ru, we take it as Ir or Visarga.
Yes, with the Ru, with the Chandrabindu that we say. Ru plus Chandrabindu, that Ru is, you have to take as Ir plus Visarga in Sandhikar. That will become Ir or Visarga.
But these are not with the Chandrabindu.
Yes, for example, here they have not given, they have given Ru, So there we can take that. Ru ko E hota hai. E. See, okay, in the...
But this Ru here, I take it as Ru or do I take it as Visarga plus other one?
Correct. Visarga or Ir, it will become. When we see the examples, this will, like for example, in this example, they have given aha ya aha. They have added Visarga, right? Bho bhago ago apurvasya yoshi. There is no Visarga here. But this Ru has become E. So they have added Visarga here. So in the example, sometimes this makes sense because they are trying to explain in Hindi. I think there is often a translation, lost in translation kind of thing. But the examples will make it simple. What is this Ash? So Ash we can see from Maheshwara Sutrani. All swaras. So for example, A has become here in the first Maheshwara Sutrani, first akshara is A and Ish is all the way in the 10th one. So all of these things, A, I, U, R, R, A, O, I, Au, these are all the swaras. Then Hayavara, La, Nyama, Na, 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 this is all Panchama. Ja, Bha, Ghada, Dha, this is all Chaturtha. Jaba, Ghada, Dha, Tritiya. So they have given all swaras, Tritiya, Chaturtha, Hayavara, La, all are included. What is the question?
But just the observation that in the Sutra, in Brahma Sutra, we talk of the sutras having a sangati. And the sutras need to have a sangati with the adhikarana, with the padas have to have sangati among themselves and with the adhyaya. But I think that is being done at a much more finer scale in the Ashtadhyayi.
Yes.
And it's even more, I always used to wonder why the commentary for that is called Mahabhashya, but now I think, yeah.
Yes, it is indeed a Mahabhashya. Because, of course, when you compare with Brahma Sutra also, Brahma Sutra has 555 sutras. Ashtadhyayi has got 4,000. And in Ashtadhyayi, the order is not logical as in Brahma Sutra.
Yeah.
It is all up and down. First chapter, then 7th chapter, then 4th chapter, it is up and down a lot. Adhikarana will come somewhere, then the related sutra will come somewhere else. So, for all that reason, Mahabhashya has cleared all of it. Patanjali Maharishi has done that. Say, that great compliment.
So, as you were learning from Pushpa Dikshit Mataji's students, so does she follow this Ashtadhyayi order or she has a different?
She has her own, right? She is like an innovator. So Pushpa Dikshit Mataji teaches in terms of Gana. She will go Gana by Gana. Bhadi Gana, Adadi Gana, Juhotyadi Gana. In this way she will go. But for example, Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi does not go by Gana. So this kind of innovation is there. In the end, the main thing is both books, both ways try to take the Sara of the Ashtadhyayi. And other books also, Siddhanta Kaumudi also, Kashika also, tries to take the Sara of the Ashtadhyayi in the way that they see it to be most obvious, most easy to follow. But they all have some kind of method to chaos. Everyone has some method. So obviously in Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi, for example, when you see the first sutra is not Vriddhiradhaj, right? Or at least in that first 100 sutras will not be the first 100 of the Ashtadhyayi. And same with Pushpa Dikshit Mataji's method. Everyone arranges it in there. Yes, that is how Vyakarana has been studied over the centuries. And you have to take, some method too. So they have done. अस्तु यदि भाद में व्यंजन हो तो ई को लोप हो जाता है. So if there is व्यंजन, that e will go away. E will go away. स्वर बाद में हो तो लोप ऐच्छिक है. So what does this mean? We will see. ई को लोप होने पर संधि कार्य नहीं होता. Examples are much easier than this explanation. या aha plus ash will become ya a plus ash. So here visarga lopa has happened. अर्थात इस या विसर्ग नहीं रहता. कोई इस या विसर्ग लोप हो गया. देवाः गच्छन्ति विसर्ग लोप. If the end of the first word is ending in aha, या aha, या bhoho, या bhagoho, या agoho, the next word, that visarga will go away.
In the next word, so the first word should be ending in those?
Yes. And that visarga will go away if it is ending in those. There was an example, right, in the Prarambhika. Did you remember the Prarambhika? It is there at the end, of Prarambhika, where they have that list of sandhis.
Yeah, I looked at that page. Yeah, it is there. Devaha Gachanti only they keep putting.
They become Deva Gachanti for Deva.
And then Ramaha Ichchati.
Rama Ichchati. But there is not.
So in Ramaha Ichchati, so here again we have a swara. But in Gachanti we have a Vyanjana. Yeah, so where is the difference? Because both seem to operate the same way.
Yes.
But didn't the rule say something that Vyanjana will be different?
Yes, Vaikalpa. बाद में स्वर होगा तो ई को विकल्प हो जाता है. Like, okay, we will see the Ashtadhyayi app. Okay, this has better examples than our friends, the Rajnanwada Kaumudi. I noticed that there are some good examples. Bhos. This is one. So this sutra, when you say Bho, Bhago, Agho plus Apurvasya, Yoashi will include A and A. So all of these. So for example, Bhojanaha, but that will become Bhojanaha. It is actually Boho, right? Bhos. It should be bhoho, because is will become aha visarga. That's what we've been saying, right? But here bhojanaha, that visarga has become lopa because of this is bho shabda. After the bho shabda, it goes. Same for bhaga. Bhagos achyuta, not bhagos achyuta. Same for agho. Agos ravana, agho ravana. There is no visarga in any of this. Deva gachanti, deva, it will become e plus deva gachanti.
So
Rama.
the second word, whether it has got swara or whether it has got vyanjana, it doesn't matter.
For in the examples that they have given, it doesn't matter. That is correct. So deva, here for example, this is the difference, Devan acha. This you will have the Chandrabindu, but this is true. Lopa Shakalya, another sutra. Bho Bhago Ago says E will come. That year with.
So we have not seen that year come anywhere in any of these examples.
Yes, they are given an extra. They are trying to go one step higher, I guess, because that E has not come in other Sandhi sutras, right? This is what we have to understand from this sutra. Baad mein ash. What they had given in the beginning, they said baad mein ash. Swara, tritiya, chaturtha, panchama, here haya varala. So here swara and vyanjana are both there.
They're both of them.
Prathama, dvitiya, akshara are not there. Third, the
If it is prathama or dvitiya, then the lopa won't happen.
correct. Yes. So that bho bhagava ago apurvasi yoshi will not work if it is ka. Like devaha gachanti. This is tritiya akshara. But if you say devaha kridanti, it will stay deva kridanti. It will not become deva gachanti. That lopa, visarga will not get low. That is what they want to say. Bhad mein swara अथवा तृतीय चतुर्थ पंचमा क्यों वरल हो तो दिस सूत्र वर्क्स otherwise it does not work. Whether what happens if swar बाद में हो तो व्यंजन बाद में हो तो for this main point they have given here यदि बाद में व्यंजन हो तो ई का लोप हो जाता है बाद में हो तो लोप ऐच्छिक है सो लोप नहीं होता मतलब लोप होता है वैसे ही.
What is ऐच्छिक?
In that sense you have to say that it will happen. How do you translate ऐच्छिक in Hindi? The meaning here is that the lop will anyway happen. That is the meaning. But
Anyway happen.
but what is this ऐच्छिक in Hindi? Optional. Like how you say vikalpa, vaikalpika hota. That is only in Sanskrit you will say vaikalpika, right? See, optional in the sense there is another sutra where it will not happen. So that sutra we have not come to yet. बाद में स्वर होता है ऐच्छिक है. विकल्प is only when optional. It will anyway happen if it is bho bhago ago apurvasi yoshi. But there is an optional way where it won't happen. That is also there. But it is like, for example, if you say Rama ichchati, right? If you say Ramaha ichchati, this is not wrong. That is what they say by aichika. The visarga lopa will happen in the sense Rama ichchati with bho bhago apurvasi yoshi. But if you want to say Ramaha ichchati, maybe there is some good example that we can find, like maybe in Adhyasa Bhashya, where visarga has come and baad mein swara has also come. Like Ramaha ichchati. In this sense, if we find something, then it makes sense. Because then it is optional. Visarga lopa anyway happens. But if there is swara, if it doesn't happen, it's fine. That is what they want to say here. We can check in this Adhyasa Bhashya, you see the first line, second line itself.
Yeah, ityataha asmat.
That's what. Aichika. Vaikalpika. You can say like Rama ichchati. Or you can leave it like this. Ityataha asmat. Ideally it should have been ityata asmat pratekochara.
In the second line of the second paragraph.
Satya. But that is third, right?
That is third. Okay, you need the third or fourth or fifth.
Correct. Third is prathama. Exactly. So if it is tritiya chaturtha panchama, that visarga would have gone loka. Yad adhyasa jadatvat, something like that, if it had come, then you would have seen loka. This is through this sutra. हाँ.
We also do something like this when we in the Bhashya sometimes say ityata aha, like that.
Satyam.
Aha.
So that is the Vaikalpa, right? The ityataha aha, but that has become what? Ityataha. So that is the Vikalpa. Both are correct. There is not like something. What was the Hindi word they use? Aichika. It is Vaikalpika. Optional. Vikalpa is there, allowed. That is it. Lopa will anyway happen through Bo, Bhago, Ago, Apurvasya, Yoshi. That is the point of this sutra. When there is Bo, Bhago, Ago, Aha or Aha, Lopa will happen, Visarga. But if there is a Swara Baad mein, then it becomes Aichika. Maybe this way of saying is a bit confusing.
And it has to be Ado. It cannot be Adu. It cannot be any other form.
Correct.
It will be Ado.
Agho, not Agho, Agho, Gha.
Is Ago or Ado?
Agho, like Ghata.
Gata.
Agho.
On that, I think in the print it almost goes at lines.
Yes. Bo, Bhago, Agho, Apurvasya, Yoshi. Vaikalpika. We have reached the end of the hour. Okay, any other questions? Tomorrow we will finish this. I think I'll go quickly. I think Abhyasa 24 will finish quickly tomorrow, but we will see. But at some point when we are all comfortable with the flow, we will try to increase the speed.
Try to?
Increase the speed a little. If we are all comfortable, maybe an Abhyasa.
Swamiji used the word quality versus quantity in Vrita Indika class. I think.
You think it is applicable here?
It could
I
be.
think so, yeah. I think it's not bad. We should try to make it a bit more quality. The question is what should be eliminated, right? Like when you say quantity, which do you give up? I don't know which would be prioritized.
See, look, we have to follow the text, I agree, but for example, we are not going to be using this Sankhya so much.
Yes, that's correct.
We are not going to be seeing.
So tomorrow, for example, you can do only one of each in these things. Ka, Kha, Ga, that Hindi to Sanskrit. We don't need to do a lot more. We can focus on the Sanskrit to Hindi because that's in the Bhashya and then do less of the others.
Yeah. Okay.
Satya.
Because these sandhis are important, and, but the definitions, it's just, I think,
Yes.
there's just
Yes.
that little bracketed thing to say
Yes.
3 of these letters and the swara, that makes
Yes.
sense. The rest
Yes.
of it was, because
Yes.
there are just too many combinations and
Yes.
permutations.
Yeah. And also, the Sandhi explanations I have noticed are very confusing, at least for me. The examples make it easy. I don't know if others think this way, but for me it is a little confusing.
Maybe you should write a tika on this one.
Sometimes when I open Laghu Siddhanta.
Yeah. Ketalji says sometimes doesn't understand, he opens Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. This is supposed to be the preliminary book to that. But I mean, they are trying to simplify it, Maybe even actually, I was thinking that even if we have an English translation to this book and make it simpler, maybe that will help. Tika, I don't know if a tika is necessary, but maybe a translation will help,
No, just a tika for the rules. That's all. You don't have to tika for the whole book.
Laghu Siddhanta, I was looking as Akashi was, I think I talked with you on this, on the Bhaivi Vyakhya. So
That is what everyone follows.
Practice problems.
Yeah.
Lots of practice problems.
Yes,
So-
correct. That's right.
So
This
I
one,
felt that would be good because
yes,
while Anandagiri Acharya has been kind enough to not give too much of Vyakarana things, I saw something very interesting, and this is from a very different school of thought. So there is Madhvacharya, who's in his tradition there is Jayatirtha. So Jayatirtha, what he does is for Madhvacharya's Bhashyas, wherever he sees an objection could be made for a Apaniniya Prayoga, he will go to very great lengths in the Tika to prove why it is not Apaniniya. So there I see a lot of Prayoga in Jayatirtha's Tika of Paninian grammar, the way it is done in the
when we see Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi, here the general idea is everybody does it by Bhaimi Vakya, right? So we will do Bhaimi. Everyone loves Bhaimi.
But Akhilji, this S.C. Vasu gives an English commentary.
In Ashtadhyaya.
In Ashtadhyaya.
Yes.
But he uses some weird words in English.
He
Acha.
wrote it 150 years back, I think. So that makes sense. He wrote
For
it-
that time, the language
For
is
that
like in
time.
that time.
Yeah, correct. So actually, if we just download the English and modernize that, that is good enough. You don't have to translate the Hindi into English.
Yes.
You can try to take this S.C. Vasu's
Sure. That's a good idea.
English and maybe put it through Google Translate or something.
That's true. That's possible also. We will figure something out. Maybe. At first, you have to finish this book.
Okay.
So, I think in a few months it will finish. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shantihi 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 Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakato Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namah Om Shantihi 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 Om. I forgot to give the sutra for Bho Bhagavako Apurvasyoshi, sutra number 8317. 8370.
Okay, no, just before